gonna be great, Charlie.
I love drinking lean. I love lean, Charlie. I love lean.
Hey guys, I've never really used the webcam to speak to you directly. I did at one point when I was streaming, but that's because I actually had somebody to talk to in chat. This is going to be a new video format for me. I'm going to be speaking on the Call of Duty Zombies maps in chronological release order. I would do timeline order if I knew the timeline well enough, but I also want to speak on the experiences in the order that I experienced them. I hope you guys enjoy the content. Disclaimer, I do own Call of Duty World at War. My Xbox does not want to read the disc, or the disc does not want to be read. Whichever internal issue is occurring, I don't know. I own it on PC as well. I don't know if my PC can handle recording and playing the game at the same time, and I don't really feel like experimenting to find out. I hope you can bear with me with the Black Ops 1 remastered version of the map I'm going to be speaking about today. Every story has a beginning, and for Call of Duty Zombies, it all started here. A small, broken down airfield, 4 walls, 1 mystery box, endless waves of the undead. This is UNTOTEN. When you think about how massive the Call of Duty Zombies franchise is today, with entire storylines spanning universes, cutscenes, complex Easter eggs, and iconic characters, it's crazy to remember that it all began in this tiny, claustrophobic map. UNTOTEN wasn't designed to be a phenomenon. It was an experiment, but that experiment would change Call of Duty and co-op gaming forever. To understand NACHT, you have to rewind to 2008. Call of Duty was coming off the massive success of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which had revolutionized multiplayer shooters. Treyarch, meanwhile, was tasked with developing World at War, a return to the gritty World War II setting. The campaign was brutal, the multiplayer was solid, but hidden away at the end was a secret that nobody expected. After finishing the campaign, players were surprised with the new mode, Nazi Zombies. It dropped you into a dark, desolate airfield and told you one thing: survive. No cutscene, no tutorial, no explanation. Just you, a pistol, a couple boarded up windows, and the sound of the undead clawing their way inside. What made this moment so memorable is that it was a total tonal shift. The campaign was grounded, gritty, and realistic. But suddenly, you're shooting waves of zombies with your buddies in a horror survival scenario. It felt almost out of place, and yet immediately captured people's imagination. UNTOTEN's power was in its simplicity. The map itself is tiny, just 2 floors, a few rooms, and a handful of choke points. But that's exactly what made it so terrifying. You could hear the zombies outside before you ever saw them, their moans echoing in the distance, the thunder rumbling in the sky. The foggy, desolate crash site outside the windows crafted this eerie sense that you were completely alone, cut off from the world, and doomed to fight to the last bullet. There were no perks, no pack-a-punch, no wall buys stacked across endless hallways, just basic weapons, boarded windows, and the all-important mystery box. And let's be honest, who doesn't remember the thrill of hearing that jingle for the first time, watching the weapons spin, praying for the ray gun or Browning? The box wasn't just a mechanic, it was the lifeline that kept players coming back. Even the lighting added to the tension. Shadows crept across the walls. The flickering bulbs gave you a false sense of safety. Then out of nowhere, the glass shatters, wood breaks, and a wave of zombies flood in. Knock made you feel trapped. Every round, the walls felt like they were closing in. What players quickly learned was that NACHT wasn't just about shooting zombies. It was about teamwork. The first few rounds were almost deceptively calm. You'd knife zombies at the windows, rebuild the barriers, and save up for a better weapon. But soon enough, the pace picked up. Ammo started running dry. Windows broke faster than you could repair them, and the tension skyrocketed. Communication became everything. You and your friends yelling across the mic, reloading, I need help at the stairs, box rooms overrun. The chaos created moments of pure panic and pure laughter. When one teammate went down, the entire squad scrambled to pull off a desperate revive. And when everyone fell, it was game over. No checkpoints, no respawns, just that haunting game over screen. And here's the thing, map-NACHT was brutally difficult, with no perks like Juggernog to tank hits, or Speed Cola to reload faster. Survival was purely skill and positioning. Most runs ended in the teens or 20s, and anything higher felt legendary. It was about endurance. Every extra round was a badge of honor. What's wild is how this mode spread. At first, it wasn't advertised. It wasn't on the back of the box. It wasn't in trailers. The only way to discover it was beating the campaign, or to hear about it from a friend. And that's exactly what happened. Word spread like wildfire. Dude, did you know there's a hidden zombies mode in World at War? Suddenly, players were finishing the campaign just to unlock it. And once they did, they were hooked. LAN parties, split-screen marathons, Xbox Live sessions that lasted until sunrise. map-NACHT became the place where memories were made. And it was a social experience, a bonding experience. For a lot of players, it was the first time a Call of Duty game offered something beyond competitive multiplayer. It was survival, cooperation, and chaos rolled into one. Looking back, map-NACHT is tiny compared to what zombies would become. Later maps introduced perks, traps, wonder weapons, pack-a-punch, Easter eggs, and sprawling storylines. We went from a single bunker to entire cities, laboratories, even alternate dimensions. But map-NACHT is the blueprint. Everything came from there. The mystery box became a staple. The round-based progression became the backbone of zombies. The survival horror aesthetic, creepy ambiance mixed with arcade-style gameplay, was perfected here first. Even the ray gun, one of the most iconic weapons in Call of Duty history, made its debut in map-NACHT. And yet, despite how far zombies has evolved, map-NACHT Untoten is timeless. Treyarch knew that too, which is why the map has been remastered multiple times. It was in Black Ops 1, fully remastered. In Black Ops 2, on transit in the cornfield. On Black Ops 3, remastered again as part of Zombies Chronicles. And even reimagined in Call of Duty Mobile. Every generation of players has had a chance to step back into that foggy airfield and relive the beginning. map-NACHT Untoten wasn't just the start of zombies. It was a moment. It was discovery. A secret mode that exploded into one of the most beloved franchises in gaming. What made it special wasn't just the zombies, or the guns, or the endless rounds. It was the feeling, the tension of hearing boards break, the laughter of friends panicking over the mic, the desperation of fighting until the very end. It proved that sometimes the simplest ideas can leave the deepest impact. A room, a gun, a few friends, and the endless fight against a horde. That's where it all began, and where countless memories were made. And for many of us, map-NACHT Untoten isn't just a map, it's nostalgia, it's history. It's the night of the undead, the night that started it all. I hope you guys enjoyed my retelling of certain experiences, my appreciation and my love for this map that's been around for almost 20 years. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. I'll see you next week in the Verrucht video.
Mira bien, hijo de tu puta madre. Soy Mencho, güey. Relaja tu puta gente a la verga. Soy Mencho, güey. No cuelgues, hijo de la verga. Te tengo